What's up, guys? Dodgers Randy here for your game recap from today's 5-3 win over the A's. The Dodgers now move 4-1 in spring training. I know records don't mean anything in spring training, so it's not a huge deal, but it is nice to see the team coming out with wins and to see everyone kind of putting everything together even this early. It was another game where we scored in the first inning, so love to see the offense come alive early. I kind of felt like that was a problem we had last year. We would get people on base, didn't know how to bring them home. So far, so good. It seems like they're kind of figuring it out. Today, there were a lot more minor leaguers in the lineup than anything. So it wasn't the most exciting game because, not that I don't care about our minor leaguers, but because I'm ready for our Dodger baseball to start. I want to know what's going on with either the prospects that have a chance to play for us this year, or the guys who are on the team that we know are going to play, and that just, those weren't really the case today. Those guys didn't play much. I think it was really just Verdugo, Barnes, Jock, and Kike, I think was really it the entire game. And of course, Julio Urías, he made his first spring training start today. So we'll get into that in a minute. We were the away team today, so we got the scoring done early in the first inning. Verdugo led the game off with a base hit. He actually had two singles in today's game, one in the first, one in the second inning. And then Ezequiel Carrera came through with a double. When the throw came into second, Verdugo was, from what I was told, just so you guys know, today's game wasn't on TV again. I believe tomorrow it's not on TV, but we will get to listen to AM 570. So that's great. I'd rather listen to our announcers because they talk more about our team. But anyways, I was told when the throw came into second, Verdugo was already rounding third, kind of heads up play just to see what happens. He read that I don't know if it was second base or shortstop, when they got the ball, they kind of fumbled it. So he took off for home. Great heads up base running play there. Went on and scored. And then Kike came up next and singled. Brought another run. So it was an early 2-0 lead for the Dodgers. I had a couple infield hits. They had Verdugo's infield hit, Matt Beatty's infield hit. So I'm enjoying watching Verdugo right now because I think he's the one prospect that his name is kind of all over right now when it comes to the Dodgers, either in regards to trades, because of injuries to Kershaw, whatever the case may be. And the fact that he's our #1 prospect. MLB Pipeline dropped their top 30 today, and he was our #1 with Kyber Ruiz at #2. So I'm having a lot of fun watching Verdugo because I think he's going to take over a huge role in the outfield. Obviously, there's all this talk about Bryce Harper. Not going to go into that, saving that for the weekly update tomorrow. But unless they sign Bryce Harper, right now I see Verdugo getting a lot of playing time, sharing it with Jock. So keeping an eye on everything he's doing. So far, so good. I don't think he's had a strikeout so far this spring training. And he's played in, I want to say, every game except for one. So I think they're just trying to get him in, get as much as possible against big league hitting, get him in his bats, make sure he's comfortable, because as of now, he will break camp with the team. I think he'll break camp either way, even if they do pick up Harper. I don't think they're making any quick trades right now, because it's almost Friday, March. I don't think many teams have starting pitchers they're willing to trade right now. So just kind of keep an eye on those things if you can, if you care. If you don't, I'll give you the information when it happens. But other than that, that was really it on the offensive side, at least for our big league guys. In the 9th inning, the minor league guys did get it done. Christian Santana came through with a double. Then Rocky Gale came through with a triple. I don't know if you guys remember Rocky Gale. He was with the team at the end of the year last year. He's a catcher. He's not really top prospect or anything. He's just more depth. I don't think he's anyone we will see in the Dodgers roster, big league roster, but just a name out there that you might have heard. DJ Peters, who continues to killed it all last spring training, had a sac fly, gave him 4-1 lead. And then Mike Ahmad was hit by pitch, and Kyle Garlick, he doubled. Dodgers came around, scored 5-1. They needed that because the A's did almost have a comeback in the 9th inning. I just had a tweet pop up, and it said that Urias' fastball was sitting between 94 and 97 today. That's awesome. He's coming off a very serious shoulder surgery. Wasn't TJ surgery. I know there's a lot of confusion between fans with that. It was not. I think it was his, I'm pretty sure it was his UCL. No, that's the elbow. I don't know. I'm not even going to try. It was shoulder surgery. It was pretty serious shoulder surgery for a guy his age. It's not like there's really many studies the team could work off. So I think everyone's really impressed to see him come back and do so well. I'm super excited for him. Really bummed I didn't get to watch the game because I wanted to see that. But he was not the only one who did great. He did have a 1-2-3 inning when he came in, struck out Matt Chapman to end the game. Super fast inning for him. I'm sure they'll have some video up, so hopefully I can see it later. Daniel Cristino came in. I don't know if you guys remember him. I think he pitched a couple games with us last year towards the end or middle of the season, but he did good. Had 3 walks in 2 innings, but he didn't give up any runs. Joe Broussard came in, strikeout, double, strikeout, double again, allowed the Dodgers, or that was the first run that came across, so didn't come in until the 4th. Adam Mccreary is an interesting name to kind of think about, because I think he's someone on the cusp of either trade chip or breaking into the big leagues, whether it's later this season or beginning of next year. He had a pretty good inning, 1-2-3 inning in the 5th. He's 26 years old, and he's a 6'9" pitcher, so he's huge, which I'm sure is intimidating when you're out there in the batter's box. He's only played in 1 MLB game in his career, though, and it was with the Braves last season. I don't think he did well. I know he didn't do well because his ERA was like 18, but it was probably also only 1 inning, so it could have just been a couple runs. But he's someone to keep an eye on. He's young. He seems like a pretty I mean, he went out there and did good, so it'll be interesting to see where he ends up. I feel like as of now, our bullpen, we actually have a lot more people than I think the team might have been prepared for. Obviously, they're prepared for it, but what I mean is guys like Fields coming back, Cingrani coming back, signing Kelly, so that's great for us. You can never have too much bullpen help. We needed it last year in the World Series, so I'm glad they have plenty of it now. Another young guy, Parker Curry, he played Double-A last year for the Dodgers. He did really well. He pitched 2 innings and had 2 strikeouts, and also he gave up a single, but that was it, and that was through 2 innings, so I don't know anything about him. Honestly, I'd never heard his name until this spring training, but looked him up in Double-A, seems to be all right, so maybe another guy to keep an eye on if you're into that kind of stuff, minor leaguers. If not, none of that matters either. Michael Johnson pitched the 9th, no idea who he is, never heard of him. He struggled. He gave up a single and out, and then he got an out, and then he gave up a 2-run home run to Nick Hundley. So Dodgers ended up winning 5-3. Our big league guys could have done a little bit better, but I'm not going to hold them to anything because it's just spring training and they're still getting into the groove of things. So I think I'm happy with how today's game went. I really wish I could be watching them because, like I said, I could kind of give you guys a little bit more information, but I'm just doing the best off what I've got listening from a radio for 3.5, however long it's been since the game started. I think it's now at 3 hours ago. So anyways, that's all I have. If you enjoyed this, do me a favor and hit that like button. For those of you hitting the dislike button, if you want to tell me why you're hitting the dislike button, I'd appreciate it so I know. Other than that, thanks for watching. I appreciate your support as always. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will catch up with you guys tomorrow for a game recap and a weekly update because I am leaving for spring training on Friday, so I'll get you guys that weekly update before I get out there. And other than that, let's go Dodgers, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.